Discipline is doing the work, even when you no longer believe in the outcome. Motivation asks how you feel. Discipline doesn't ask anything. If you only act when inspired, you're training yourself to quit. Discipline begins where enthusiasm dies. The body follows routine, not emotion. You don't need confidence to act. Action creates it. Discipline is choosing discomfort now instead of regret later. The days you feel nothing are the days that matter most. Discipline is silent. That's why most people never hear it. You don't rise by feeling ready. You rise by showing up unready. Motivation is a mood. Discipline is a decision. The work doesn't care about your excuses. Discipline is built when no one is watching, especially you. If you wait to feel strong, you'll stay weak. Discipline doesn't promise success. It prevents decay. Comfort is the enemy that smiles. Discipline is repetition without applause. The hardest part isn't starting. It's continuing without hope. You don't need a reason. You need a schedule. Discipline is the refusal to negotiate with your weaker self. Your future is shaped by what you do on your worst days. Discipline is loyalty to a life you haven't earned yet. The moment you rely on motivation, you give up control. Discipline is choosing progress over explanation. You don't lack willpower. You lack structure. Discipline is doing what must be done even when it feels meaningless. To mind lies, the routine tells the truth. Discipline is boring, and that's why it works. You don't need intensity. You need consistency. Discipline is how you move forward when nothing moves you. The version of you that quits is always louder. Discipline is refusing to let your mood decide your future. You don't need to want it. You need to do it. Discipline turns effort into inevitability. If it depends on motivation, it won't last. Discipline is the ability to act without emotional permission. The work doesn't get easier. You get less dramatic. Discipline is built through repetition, not revelation. The goal isn't to feel good. The goal is to become capable. Discipline is the bridge between potential and reality. You don't need passion. You need standards. Discipline is choosing to act even when the reward feels distant. Your feelings are temporary. Your habits are not. Discipline is the skill of doing what you said you would do. You don't fail because you're weak. You fail because you stop. Discipline is doing the work even when it feels pointless. The strongest people don't feel motivated. They feel responsible. Discipline is commitment without emotional validation. You don't need to believe in the process. You need to follow it. Discipline is how you escape the cycle of starting over. Motivation fades. Discipline remains. Discipline is choosing discipline again tomorrow. The difference isn't talent. It's tolerance for repetition. Discipline is how you earn self-respect. You don't need inspiration. You need rules. Discipline is action without negotiation. The work doesn't need meaning today. It needs completion. Discipline is doing the work, even when you feel invisible. Discipline is how you stop betraying yourself. You don't rise by feeling better. You rise by acting better. Discipline is the habit of not quitting. Discipline is structure when motivation collapses. You don't need excitement. You need execution. Discipline is built on boring days, not breakthrough moments. Discipline is choosing to continue without reassurance. You don't need to feel ready. You need to be consistent. Discipline is the quiet force that compounds over time. Discipline is what remains after excuses are exhausted. Discipline is doing the work, even when no one notices. Discipline is how you become someone you no longer need motivation for. Discipline is continuing long after the excitement is gone. You don't need drive, you need obligation. Discipline is acting without asking how you feel first. The routine you avoid is the life you want. Discipline is choosing effort even when it feels unrewarded. You don't grow from comfort, you grow from repetition. Discipline is the refusal to quit quietly. The work doesn't need your passion, it needs your presence. Discipline is doing what's necessary, not what's inspiring. You don't lack motivation, you lack tolerance for boredom. Discipline is the ability to endure progress without praise. The strongest habit is showing up when you'd rather disappear. Discipline is how you turn days into direction. Your feelings are not instructions. Discipline is doing the work, even when the voice says, why bother? You don't need momentum, you need persistence. Discipline is choosing effort without emotional reward. The habit you skip today becomes the weakness you face tomorrow. Discipline is consistency when the results are invisible. You don't need to feel capable. You need to act capable. Discipline is finishing what your emotions try to abandon. The work doesn't care about your internal resistance. Discipline is how you keep promises to yourself. You don't build strength by waiting to feel strong. Discipline is obedience to your long-term self. The cost of discipline is effort. The cost of indiscipline is regret. Discipline is how ordinary actions become extraordinary outcomes. You don't need motivation to begin. You need discipline to continue. Discipline is choosing progress, even when nothing feels rewarding. Discipline is the difference between who you are and who you become.